Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Banner Rider. Today we're testing out the Honda Forza 125 2021 model. It is not my first test, it's actually my second test ride. I just wanted to take it out. I took it out for another spin to see what it's like because I see the Honda Forza 125 is very popular at the moment. So I thought, I give you some more impressions on this scooter, on this 125 scooter with huge amounts of storage space underneath the seat. I think this is the most storage space I have ever seen on a scooter or maxi scooter even, So what is so great about the Honda Forza 125? I will tell you in a moment. The plus points on the Honda Forza 125, in my opinion, I tried now, just recently tried the X-Max 300. I know it's a 300, not 125, but it has the same measurements and the dimensions and everything, except for the engine. The Honda Forza 125 and 350, they share the same chassis. Everything is the same, but the 125, of course, you can ride. It depends on your driver's license, maybe without even a motorcycle license. Here in Spain, you can actually ride it with your car license. Anyways, the Honda Forza 125 is a very nice and practical scooter, very convenient. You can put your shopping in there because underneath the seat you have a place for two full-sized helmets, full-faced helmets rather. And I have a Shark Evo line too, and I just tried it once again, and it fits in both positions, so that is very, very nice. The 350 is a little bit bigger because, or rather smaller in the storage compartment because of the bigger engine or engine parts. So my helmet only fits in the rear position, but on the Forza 125, my helmet fits in both positions. So you can see it is pretty a lot of storage space actually underneath the seat. So what else is new, or not new, but the Honda Forza 125 has actually ABS on both wheels. It has disc brakes naturally. It is liquid cooled. It has almost 15 horsepower, around about 14.5, I think. What else? We have ABS, we have TCS, traction control, and we have start-stop. So everything that you need in the city to save some gas. It is a very practical scooter. In Germany, I know it also comes, or it only comes with a top box, with a smart top box, which is very big. I think you can actually fit another two helmets in there. In Spain, we only get it without top box, so it might be a little bit cheaper here actually. Also, I wanted to mention the maneuverability of the Honda Forza 125 and 350. It is very, very nice. If you go on at very low speeds, or maybe while standing still, or very low speeds, you have a very good maneuverability, and it feels somehow also in the corners, of course, it feels very safe. So let's get to the controls on the left hand side. In the front, actually, we have the traction control switch, which is right here. You can just turn traction control on or off. This is very convenient. You don't have to go into the display or anything. Then the other switches are, we have the high beam, low beam, and passing light switch. We have the switch for the windshield going up and down. I will show this to you now. I'll turn it on. And I press the button for up and down. Up. And you can, just select any position that you want. It is without any steps. It's stepless. So that is the windshield. Then we have an Info A and Info B button, which is for the display. I will show you in a moment. We have the horn. We have the left and right turn signal switch here. On the right hand side, we have the start stop on and off. We have the hazard light switch, and we have the starter switch on the right hand side. We also have the throttle and the brake lever for the front brake, and on the left hand side we have the brake lever for the rear brake. In the middle you have a little console where you can turn it on and off, and select the fuel or the seat. We put it in the off position like this. When you want to access the seat, you press it once down and then go to seat, and then select seat or fuel, whatever you want to open, and you can also set it into the ignition position. Let's go back here. If you want to lock the handlebar, you can lock it actually in the left or on the right position. Let's put the handlebar all the way to the left here, and I will lock it in the left position. I will have to press it down and push it to the little lock there. So let's go there, and then if I try to move the handlebar, it is locked in place. We press it again, push it again, and then we go to 0 or to off, and we can do the same. If we go to the right hand side of the handlebar, we just push it and push it into the locked position, and now you have the handlebar locked in the right hand position. So that is pretty cool. Not all of the scooters or bikes you can actually lock it in 2 positions. So let's get to the storage space. You have to push it once to bring the selector to the seat of fuel. You select seat, you open up the seat, and here you have the storage space for the 2 full-faced helmets which go in there. Also in here there's a lot of space here in the rear, or in the front rather, and also we have a little mini cubby hole here, right here, where there's some tools in there, but there's still space for some other stuff of yours. So it is a very, very big trunk. Also, we have the front glove compartment here. We just push it up and we open it up like this. It is lockable actually. We have a USB-C connection in there for your phone. We have a phone holder and a very deep cubby hole where you can actually put a small bottle of water maybe in there. On the right hand side, unfortunately, we do not have a cubby hole. Let's switch the selector switch to I to the ignition position. Then we can see on the left hand side we have the normal gauge cluster for the speedometer. On the right hand side we have the RPM counter. In the middle we have a multifunction LCD display with a clock on top. Then we have the fuel level, empty to fuel, then empty to full, sorry. Then we have the on the right hand side we have the coolant temperature. Underneath we have the multifunction. You can change these values with the Info A button. Underneath you can change the values with Info B button. Underneath we have air temperature, which you cannot change. It will always show there. And also the battery voltage you cannot change. Let's switch the Info A button here, the top line. We can select trip A, the kilometers that we went on trip A, and the average fuel consumption, and also the elapsed time. Then for trip B we can change the the same thing applies there, and the elapsed time, and that's it. And then we can go to the Info B switch or a toggle. We go to the fuel consumption. The actual fuel consumption is 0 at the moment because we are not riding. We have the total, which is the odometer reading of the scooter, and then we have the range, how far we can go with the fuel in the tank, which is 162 kilometers at the moment. Underneath we have all kinds of control lamps and stuff like that, indicator lights. One shows traction control, ABS, they all turn off when you turn on the engine. Also, you can, as I said, you can turn off traction control. You press traction control a little bit longer, and there you can see traction control shows now that it's off. I press it again, and then it's back on again. So very easy to operate. Yeah, so we're back with the helmet camera here with the GoPro, and this is the Honda Forza 125 2021 model. I will take it out for a little spin now around the block. We will go back to the dealer and I will show you a little bit how it rides and how it handles and so forth. So let's get on it. So let's turn it on and windshield down, windshield up, windshield down, windshield up. Okay, so let's get going here. Temperature outside is getting a little teeny tiny bit too hot for me, so we need some air now. Let's go back to the dealer. So, we're sitting on the Honda Forza 125. The seat is very comfortable, yet it is hard, but it's still comfortable. I am 175, I weigh 80 kilos. I have an okay seating position. It could be better. There could be more space for your feet actually. It is not perfect. It's the same with the X-Maxes and with the Honda Forza 125 and 350. I wanted to, this reminds me, the very low speed maneuverability of this is very good, as you can see. It handles very nicely at these very low speeds, and I haven't seen that on the X-Max, to be honest, so this is a plus for the Honda Forza, definitely. So, let's get going, let's see windshield down. Oh, nice air, nice and fresh air onto my body. And windshield up, yeah, much better for higher speeds. So yeah, let's go back to the dealer. Yeah, the Honda Forza 125 2021 model has everything that you need. You have ABS, you have traction control, which you can turn on and off at any time. You have start stop here, very good to save fuel for the city or in the city. So we mosey along here at 80 kilometers an hour now, along the coast, going back to Malaga, or Fuengirola rather. And it's a little teeny tiny bit windy, but still this windscreen up in the upper position, very nice. The other plus, which I said already, the other plus is that you have so much storage space. I showed you the storage space in the clips before this. A lot of storage space for this scooter, for this maxi scooter, a GT Gran Turismo scooter. I like it very much. Other than that, it rides just very, very nicely, very smooth. Yeah, of course it has only 14.5 horsepower. You have to remember that, but still you could use it actually for traveling, even with your pillion in the rear. It is a very nice ride too. Yeah, and yeah, the instrument cluster is, everything is clearly visible. Also at when there's direct sunlight out there, you have the odometer, you have the speedometer and the RPM counter, you know, which are the most important gauges here. In the middle, not so important, but still you can see everything basically. Yeah, it is quite a nice display. At night, I'm not sure. I don't know if I have actually tested it at night or in a tunnel or so, but I'm sure it is also pretty nice. The gauges are very clear and precise and sharp, you know. They look very high quality, although it's probably just another plastic part, but they look really, really high quality if you compare this to like sim scooters, which I've been on recently, and you know, I was very disappointed in the instrument cluster there. This one looks really high class, and that's what you actually want from a scooter which costs almost, well, not 6,000 but 5,200 or something, 5,200 euro. Yeah, it's a nice ride at 80 kilometers an hour. Definitely a very nice ride. Also at higher speeds, what do I mean? It only goes 100, 110, but still it is very nice. It handles very nicely. The windscreen is very nice for these speeds. It deflects the wind quite nicely. Yeah, other than that, definitely if you're in the market for a 125 scooter, maybe for a bigger one, because you can get a 125 scooter for a lot less money than this, you know, maybe for 2,500 euro less than this one, but it is really a high-class scooter, to be honest, and it looks also quite nice. So let's see what the maximum is here. I don't know if I can check this because it's very crowded. Wow, it all actually goes up to, I don't know what, 120 already. It is really a speedy scooter. I'm amazed actually. Okay, it goes a little teeny tiny bit downhill, but still this is a very nice performance. Really nice for 125. I'm actually positively surprised by that. Yeah, so Also in the city, quite nice to maneuver this Honda Forza, pretty nice. I like it very much. As I said, there's not really much to say. It is just a nice scooter, that's all I can say. Yeah, that's about it, about my second video about the Honda Forza 125. Thanks very much for watching. This is Ben, right out. Take care. Bye bye.